Hi everyone, my name is Regina and I am the owner of RH Artful Creations, which has been through now 4 years of business. And I thought I would give a little insight to what it's been like. Kind of like the top 3 things I think that are misunderstood or not known when you first start out. So I wrote them down because, my menopause brain would not remember them. So let's just get right into them. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, I don't think people who are starting the business, because there's so many videos out there, and I'm a sucker for them too, just like anybody, talks about make money, just post things, just do this. It's all BS. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Just they're lying to you. It's BS. It really is. It takes hard work. It takes energy. It takes consistency. It takes growth and learning and willing to go, okay, that did not work. I need to rethink this. My business started back in 2021. My mom is the one who actually told me I had artwork. I originally started, just selling my artwork. I paint, and she's like, have you ever thought about selling it? And I put it on Facebook Marketplace and it sold like within minutes. I was shocked how fast it sold. So then I was like, oh, wow. So then I started doing that, and I did that for quite a while. But something I realized as I got to be more and more popular and had to do more and more paintings for people is I didn't enjoy it anymore. It wasn't fun for me. And I'm not going to stop doing my normal 9-to-5 job for a job that isn't fun. Does that make sense? Okay. So I switched gears and started selling online. And I have tried a little bit of everything, and I have kind of found my niche now, almost 5 years in. So I'm happy with that. But I want people to understand it takes time. I put in 20 to 30 hours average a week into my business, on top of working a normal 9-to-5 job and having a family and kids in sports and being involved in, Women of Today and, the Madeline Kingsbury Foundation, all of that. It takes time. It takes time and energy. And if you're not willing to put in that time, get up at 5 in the morning if you need to, so you can get done by 7, so you can go to work by 8, or do it from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. I'm more of an early bird, so I do better in the early morning than I do at night. By night, I'm ready to go to bed. So I've learned I need to get up early. And sometimes I get up at 4, sometimes I get up at 4:30, even 5, to get work done before I have to start doing the rest of my work. So that's number 1. Make sure you're ready to commit to it, because else, you're just going to fail over and over and over and over. And then it's like, screw it. It didn't work for me, and it never works for anybody. That's not true. You just didn't put the effort into it. And I'm not saying every time it's going to work. I have failed miserably multiple times where I'm like, yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work. I did puzzles. I remember I started doing this whole puzzle thing, and I could customize and do your family's, your parents' wedding photos from the 1930s or 40s, and you can give it to them as a wedding gift. Not one person bought one. And I put in probably, I would say, 20 hours of marketing, research, planning it out, mock-ups, all of that, and not one person bought it. So this goes to show. Number 2, it takes money to make money. And don't let these people tell you that, oh, you can do this for free. It doesn't cost you anything. They're lying. They're bull-faced lying to you. They are lying. It's simple as that. It takes money. It takes money. And I'm not talking $20. I'm not. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars to make money. So not saying you can't start out small. And I did. I started out literally with, Joann Fabrics canvases and their paint. And then I'm now into this where I have a whole studio. I have, a desk, laptops, printers. I have a guillotine that was over $200 and some, which was an investment for me to buy. But I can tell you now, these notebooks behind me, all of these are notebooks. They're going to get whipped out in no time because of that guillotine. that guillotine saves me hours, if not days. Like that would be days of me cutting those because I'd only be able to cut a few sheets. So it takes money. Don't let them lie to you. It takes money. Not saying a lot, but it does take money. All right, so number 3, I started out on Etsy, and I'm not bashing Etsy. I still have my Etsy account and I still do sell things on Etsy. But in July, I switched over to Shopify. And I still have my Etsy, but I just don't market it. I shut off all the marketing, all the ads, everything. I don't pay for anything extra on it. And I do keep it because I do have things on there like certain shirts and things on there that are still just fun to get. But I'm not going to market it. And it was a big gamble and a lot of work. And if it wasn't for my daughter helping me with the whole website, good Lord, I would still be trying to figure that damn thing out. It was challenging. It was. And to get all of my items onto there and, the descriptions and photos and it did convert some, but not everything. It was just a lot of work. It took us over a month of constantly every night working on it. And I appreciate her. She really helped me a lot. But I can tell you in my Shopify, I have now hit in 3 months, because I started July 2nd. I've hit $1,000. $1,000 gross. That's not my profit, but I've hit $1,000. I realized it the other day, and when I went on, I looked at the big, because I just usually see small snippets. I don't normally look at the large picture, and I hit 1,000. $1,000 freaking dollars. And I know that's not a lot of money for 3 months worth of work. And I'm telling you, if you add up, I figured 20 hours a week in 3 months, it's like change. But it's a huge step, because I can tell you in a year of my Etsy, I didn't even make close to that. Now, profit, I haven't figured that out 100% in there because I don't have everything added into my Shopify to tell me what my high profit is. But I'm guessing it's about $600 to $700 profit. But I make everything in-house, so I'm not paying people to make my stuff. So that makes a big difference. When you make things in-house, you do save money, but it costs you time. So you got to think of that. If you have more time, which I do, I just make more time for it. The other big thing on that was I have a couple large ticket items, but for the most part, large ticket, I mean like $15, $20 items, maybe 30. I think I have a $32 mat like this. These, you can't really see my mats right here. These are $32, I think, for the large one, and then they go down in size and price. Those I do have a company make, though I don't make those. I design them, but I don't make those in-house. Same thing with my shirts. The shirts on there, I don't make it. I do design it and lay it out, but I have a company that actually works for that. But don't be afraid to take that jump, because I wish I would have started my Shopify way sooner than I did. Way sooner. I wish I was so against it because I didn't want to market. I don't want to take the time to market. Marketing, even though I have a marketing degree, believe it or not, I do have a degree in it. I don't find it fun though. It's a lot of work, and I'd rather be creating and drawing and, designing things. And that's what I enjoy. But I also know for the business aspect, you got to do that other part. And so now I've been marketing. I still have not paid for a single ad on my Shopify. I haven't paid for it on Google, on any of the social media. I just have studied algorithms really good. I've studied SEO is really good. And that's a big thing. So I'm trying to think if there was anything. I'm sure there's a zillion other things, but I don't want to make this too long for people, because I've found out the average American can only pay attention for about 15 seconds, which is kind of sad when you think about it. So this is going on already past 8 minutes. Yes, 8 minutes. Sorry, my eyeballs don't look so good at that little tiny screen. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm sure there's more things in there. So for those of you who do own your own small business, tell me, what are your things that you think that people should know when they start a business? And be real. Don't sugarcoat it. I don't believe in sugarcoating crap. Say it truthfully. Don't lie to me. Just be honest with me. And I believe in that, giving that back. So please tell me what you guys think would be a good thing for people to know. All right, I'm gonna jump off here. This was my lunch break, so I gotta jump back on to my normal job and do that so I can pay the bills.